at the AWS on-air booth, live from reInvent in Las Vegas. Today I am joined by Jeff and Ryan from Lumen. Would you guys like to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, hey everyone. Thanks for tuning in again. My name is Jeff Marushak, and I'm a senior solutions architect on our DoD Air Force team, and this is my second reInvent. I'm having a great time, and we're excited to talk to Lumen. So Ryan, why don't you introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Ryan Korte. I'm the Senior Director for Product for our Cloud Connect product at Lumen, and first reInvent.
Okay,
excited
sweet.
to be here,
Yeah.
excited to see all the people. It's pretty bigger than I thought it would.
So my question is, some people say, how are you enjoying reInvent so far? I ask, how bad do your feet hurt today? Are they hurting bad?
Ask me tomorrow.
Okay,
Ask me tomorrow.
So they don't hurt right now.
Yeah,
So okay.
not yet, tomorrow.
Right.
So Ryan, tell us, who is Lumen?
Yeah, so Lumen is a technology services company, right? With a focus on network, on edge, on security, and our managed services product. So mainly a global network provider with a lot of technology background.
Wow, awesome.
Okay, so then specifically, looks like one of your services is Lumen Dynamic Connections.
Yep.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, sure. We've been a partner with Amazon for a long time providing Cloud Connect, where we work with your AWS Direct Connect team, and we bring our customers' connections across our global MPLS and Wave fiber backbones, and we bring those from the customer premise and the data centers back to AWS.
Sure.
And so Dynamic Connections is different a little bit in that we provided now, instead of like calling us and getting a salesperson, we provided a self-service portal where the customers can log in and they can go make connections on their own. And we're doing this for both Ethernet and for our VPN services. So it's a new way to get like self-serve, dynamic, quick capacity from your customer premise or data center back into the AWS cloud.
Yeah, I can imagine that's as self-service as the cloud is, and then when you get to the connectivity and you start talking about direct connect, then it's like, oh wait, now we're back to, we have to get a circuit here, we got a circuit here, we got to connect the cages and everything, so I can see where that could make the customer's life easier. So you talked about the Ethernet connections and the VPN connections. What are the differences between those to a customer when they're setting this up?
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, they're both useful for customers in a lot of different ways, and so we do both. Ethernet, you can really think about it like it's a point-to-point connection. Like you pick the A, you pick the Z side of it, right? One side of that's always going to be the cloud in this case that we're talking about, but it's just really you're making a connection from one side to the other. And so our Wave product does the same thing traditionally, but Ethernet is just giving you Ethernet at different bandwidths from from one point to another point. But what's big about our VPN product is it's really like we've got a network cloud that we're connecting maybe multiple sites, multiple customer sites into a cloud, and one site on that is AWS, or maybe two different locations from AWS. And so they're all dynamic. So basically it's sort of an easy button for connecting multi-site and multi-cloud together when you use our VPN product rather than our Ethernet. You could establish the same thing with Ethernet, but you'd have to make a lot of point-to-point connections between a bunch of places, right? So VPN's an easy way if you got a lot of sites, and Ethernet's a great way if you got just one site you want to make connected for a short period.
That's really neat. Can you tell us, how does Lumen Dynamic Connections differ from SD-WAN solutions?
Okay, so it's SD-WAN and over the top. Like, I probably should have set the stage a little bit that our dynamic connections and what we do a lot with AWS is using our private MPLS backbone or our private waves, or our wave services to create a private connection. It's not the internet. It's an actual secure backbone that we're building that we've had for many years, and we're making a connection.
SD-WAN kind of doesn't care where it goes.
Right, SD-WAN is an overlay on top of the internet.
On top of anything.
Right,
So,
on top of anything.
Yeah.
So look, Lumen's a big provider for the internet backbone and has a lot of our own internet services, and we're happy to do that too. But this product that we've got created is really about when you want a private, secure backbone connection. Maybe you're in the financial industry or the insurance business, or something where your content needs to be maybe just a little bit more secure or start from a more secure place, then our private backbone is a great option. So like I said, we got a lot of customers that use this today. We're just making it dynamic on top of it.
That is very neat.
Yeah.
So if you could give one key takeaway from just to the audience of what would you like us to know? What's the one thing?
Yeah, I think, the thing we're trying to figure out is, and Jeff, you said it a little bit earlier, like we're trying to get away from, I bought some compute, I bought it in a in a dynamic way in a portal, and it was hourly based and service based. Like, right, we're bringing network as a service to Cloud Connect, right?
Yeah.
And what we're trying to create here is something that's very different. Traditionally, telecom providers like us would say, would you like that circuit for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5, maybe longer, right?
Yeah.
We're trying to get it to be where it's, how about we give it to you for an hour, you light it up on your own through that self-service portal, at the end of it, you knock it down and you quit paying for it after an hour. So if you need to change it, is the other big part.
Well, that's usually, that
So
can be a
neat.
big deterrence.
Right.
From startups or people that want to play with it or want to see if it makes sense.
Correct.
They don't want to sign a 3-year contract.
Right.
But it could, like, if we could have it for a month, that'd be cool.
Yeah, and I think it's important that people could want, when we talk about this, we always think about it, from a network connectivity, you're thinking in speeds. Like, I want 100 meg, a 1 gig, a 5 gig connection. You're not going to get it right always the first time. So, look, we don't in this product, we also don't care if you choose to use less bandwidth because it's optimizing your business and optimizing what you're doing. Great, we're all for it. Disconnect the other one, make a new connection. Maybe it's the wrong site, it can be whatever, but it's supposed to be very flexible like the cloud services are.
Yeah.
Like I said, bringing network as a service is what we want to offer.
So
go
pay
ahead.
for what you use or what you need, not
Correct.
necessarily all this extra overhead or something you don't need. Pay for exactly what you need. That is so powerful.
Yeah.
Jeff, what were you going to say?
Unfortunately, when it comes to buying your own circuit, that's when people start seeing dollar signs. So can you talk a little bit about how you guys price dynamic connections?
Yeah, I kind of hit it a little bit already too, right? It's hourly. We think about it in hourly, and you can buy it monthly charges. But really, the biggest thing that we're bringing here is there's really no term commit. We got rid of that term commit.
Yeah.
Match it up and do what you need. And so we're pricing it based on bandwidth. So as you get more bandwidth, sure, you pay more per hour. But it's really about use it for the length of time you want it, for the usage-based model on an hourly basis, and turn it off. Turn it back on tomorrow if you'd like it the same bandwidth or a different one. But it's the way we're pricing it, like I said, is really, it's hourly pricing for a bandwidth with no term commitment. Use it for 1 hour and turn it off. Use it for 2 hours and turn it off. Whatever you need as the customer and the use case that you've got.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
awesome. Well, thank you for being here, Ryan. Do you
Yeah,
have
appreciate
any
it.
last thoughts to share with us?
No, I think, the one thing I, kind of want to share at the end of it, I think we're trying to differentiate the way that we're bringing network to our customers, and I think our customers are probably trying to figure this out because we're not operating like a telecom traditionally does. So,
Yeah.
I think, kind of what we'd ask is, if you're unsure about what to do with dynamic connections, come talk to your Lumen salespeople.
Yeah.
Come talk to us about it. Let us help you try to figure out how you can use our self-serve platform to optimize what you're doing, optimize your cost, and probably transition from some pretty traditional 1 year, 2 year, 3 year commits into your cloud.
Yeah.
And we'll help them get through that. So we're happy to get them in the right place to talk about that.
Yeah, and so how do people contact you? What's the best way?
Yeah, I mean, look, any of our current customers have access to this platform already. Just go sign up through our self-serve portal on our website. We have a large base of salespeople out there, but you can hit up the lumen.com site, find us, and we'll contact you right away.
And
get
go
back
from
to you.
there.
Yep.
Neat.
So you mentioned this was your first reInvent. Is
Yeah.
this bigger than you expected? Is it or about what you expected?
I've been to a lot of conferences over the years. I have a lot of background in the media and entertainment industry and been to a lot of shows. This is big. It's
Yeah.
pretty big.
So I see
I've been
he-
to Vegas a bunch.
So I
for
see
those
here
as well.
you guys
Yeah.
are the official network provider
Correct.
for reInvent. So what went into that? Can you give us some details?
We have connectivity, fiber connectivity into a lot of Las Vegas, including the convention center and all these hotels. So we provide that to you guys and as a service and bring that to the table. So that's how we're providing the network connectivity. We've done it for a number of years. We're happy to continue to do it, and we'd like to do that. So,
Awesome, great.
Well, it's great to have you.
awesome.
Yeah.
All right, thanks so much, guys.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Jeff and Ryan. This is have been an AWS on-air session. We'll be back.